Hello and welcome to another episode of the Cantina of Comics.
Today we're going to show you how to make a drink that is perfect for catching waves on Kamino.
Ooh, too soon. And we're going to show you some specific bounty hunters coming up. Welcome to the Cantina of Comics. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kristi.
And what are we making today?
Today we're going to make a Kamino Cabana.
Okay.
I wanted to say an El Kamino Cabana, so I got really hung up on that.
El Kamino Cabana. Something that the clones can drive that's classic, but yet... All right. So, pour Kamino. Let's have a moment, please. Okay. If you watched the most recent episode of Bad Batch, yeah, you'll know what the Empire did to Kamino. So, okay.
Spoiler alert.
So I'll tell you what. Since Kamino is now no more, we'll make a drink to honor Kamino.
Okay, boys and girls. I don't know if you know this, but back in the day we used to have something called home ec.
Home economics.
Yeah, and so in home economics, one thing we learned was that liquid measurements are different than dry measurements.
Oh, okay.
So there's different kinds of measuring cups for those things. So we need a quarter cup of, calls for Bailey's, but we're going to use St. Brendan's because St. Brendan, he's a pretty good dude from what I understand. So,
St. Brendan?
So we're going to do a quarter cup of St. Brendan's Irish cream. I almost said St. Brendan's Bailey's Irish cream, but
no.
So that goes first.
Oh, so we have a specific order. Okay.
And then we need 3 tablespoons of cream of coconut. Now, I've never bought cream of coconut before.
Cream of mushroom soup?
Yeah, it's thick like that.
Okay.
Put that there for a minute. Wow, it's really thick.
Wow.
I did look into whether or not coconut milk could be used, and it really is rather different. As you can tell, it's much
a little more solid
thick.
than.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this really is probably more like a tablespoon and a half each scoop that I use, so I'll probably just use a little bit more.
Okay.
This can be found in your grocery store by, they do have like some alcoholic drinkish things there. Okay. So that's where you
But this isn't an alcoholic thick. Okay.
I really hope we find another way to use it, because look at it.
There's a lot in there.
Left, yeah.
We'll just have to drink a lot of Kamino Cabanas.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then we need a tablespoon of Kahlua. This makes me sad that it's only a tablespoon. By the way, hips can also be used for, holding your drink when you're trying to transition. Whoa, see?
Once again, you get your wish. You get a lot of Kahlua.
And then...
Or espresso.
That's Kahlua.
This is Kahlua.
Essentially.
Essentially.
It's cheaper than Kahlua, okay, folks? This is, drinking
on a dime. Store. This
drinking
is dollar
on a dime,
store
baby. Oops,
drinking.
would you take the lid off for me?
Oh, sure. That's kind of hard to pour. Well, this is name brand. I recognize Bacardi.
Bacardi, and this is coconut rum. It does not call for coconut rum. It calls for white rum or dark rum.
Okay.
We had coconut rum. We're using
coconut cream. So if we have
cream
of coconut and cream coconut rum, I'm guessing it's going to taste a lot like a coconut.
So then the recipe calls for a ripe banana, like the one you see before you.
Okay, that's why this one's all spotty.
So I chose to freeze them because in the past when I've made smoothies, frozen ripe bananas make really good smoothies. So I figured we'd give this a shot.
Okay.
And so we'll try to blend it before we add any ice, just to see if the frozen bananas
because they might take a little bit more to blend.
Well, and they also are already frozen, so you might not need the ice for that.
Do you need all the bananas or just those 2?
Well, it only calls for 1. I'm making, I should double the recipe.
You should, because there's 2 of us.
All right, let's go back. Sorry, folks.
I want to drink too.
Well, I was thinking it would just be for me.
Oh, so we're going to double up on everything?
I guess we do need to.
Well.
Okay, sorry. Let's backtrack. Matt, you can fast forward this in editing, okay? Be smooth.
Oh, okay. I'm as smooth as Rob, Thomas, and Santana.
I know you are.
Okay. So now this has to be...
Oh, that'll be fun to clean up. Sorry, folks. This has been fun.
This is a fun one.
Wow, it almost looks like a smoothie.
Yeah, it does. Okay. There's one.
Now, it does say you can garnish it with a little bit of banana or some nutmeg, but I don't love the idea of nutmeg in my drink. Unless it's like a Christmassy...
Oh, okay. Like an eggnog?
Yeah, right?
Okay. Like a hot nog.
And a hot ear nog.
Again, don't know what that means.
I think you do. I think you do.
I should by now.
After all these years.
Wow, so okay, so that's 2 servings. Now we get to taste the Kamino Cabana. Smells like coconut? I smell a lot of banana.
Yeah?
Okay, here we go. Kamino Cabana.
Huh. That's not too shabby.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like a... Okay, now I'm getting a coconut. The coconut doesn't hit it first. The banana hits it first.
I'm thinking it looks like a smoothie, so why not start the day out like with this? Because I mean, like your breakfast smoothie, probably should have ground it a little longer. Got
a piece right there. Yeah. The first thing that hits you is the banana, and then I think the Kahlua, and then the coconut. You're like, just like the surface of Kamino, it comes in waves.
I do feel not anymore.
Not anymore. Well, the water's still there, just the facilities are not.
I think it could use more Kahlua. Right? I don't taste the Kahlua at all, do you?
I do.
Coffee.
It's like a chocolate banana. Oh, but that's really good.
It's really bad when everything you say, I want to say, like I'm going to chocolate your banana. That one.
Anything can be interpreted that way, I guess. Well, now this is a very refreshing drink. Poolside, or we're running out of summer. A lot of people are going back to school. Oh, maybe the kids are at school. Haha, here you go.
Fruit, yeah. Yep. That's good. I should do that one again.
I really like that. Okay, that's how you make a Kamino Cabana. Coming up, we're going to talk some bounty hunters, and we're going to play another round of For What It's Worth.
Odd. Like we see a Jedi Knight, Obi-Wan, jousting with a villain made out of bubble gum.
Where did he get bubble gum on such short notice?
Bubble gum. And
we got enjoyment, and we got Wes giving us a hi.
Timothy's on couldn't be here tonight to personally accept this award, but it's really because we're trying to be #COVID safe. That's the only reason.
That's exactly it.
Such a fun romance in Legends, which is cool. Yeah. They're more of a rivalry in canon, but because Dengar's a little derpier in canon. In Legends, they are such a fun pair because Dengar saves him.
And I appreciated that. So that was my art of the week. Emma, what is your art of the week this week?
Yeah, so I don't have anything as dark and depressing as that corpse.
And welcome back to the Cantina of Comics. I'm Matt. Today we're talking about one issue from Marvel Comics, that is Forlom and Zuckuss, the one-shot, Zuckuss Must Die. I don't know why I said that rather depressing sentence with a smile on my face. I mean, Zuckuss Must Die. This one is written by Daniel Jose Older with pencils by Kei Zama and colors by Felipe Sobrero. So where does this fit on the whole summer crossover timeline? This issue takes place right after War of the Bounty Hunters issue #1. We start the issue on Tatooine with a pack of Jawas discovering something. We quickly shift to Nar Shaddaa and Zuckuss barely making it out alive after a fight with Boba Fett. Backstory time, Fett fought Zuckuss and 4 LOM and made off with the droid bounty hunter's head. Zuckuss comes stumbling out of an alleyway and is discovered by Trott, who catches the bounty hunter up on what happened to 4 LOM. We get a story as told by Zuckuss about the first time the 2 bounty hunters went on a mission and teamed up to take down the bounty. From that point on, Zuckuss and 4LOM were a team and were unstoppable together. Now you get one, you get the other. Zuckuss then feels 4LOM nearby and discovers his partner's head on a mechanical spider's body. And this new and improved 4LOM has been reprogrammed to take out Zuckuss. But thanks to Trot and the other patrons of the bar, they're able to find out who's controlling the new version of 4LOM, and they're able to stop the Spider Hunter. And now here are my quick takes on Zuckuss and 4LOM issue number 1 one-shot. Trot brings to mind Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy. Trot is a gray eye-patch-wearing raccoon-like creature who's interested in obtaining limbs. Now the timeline of the story is just a little sketchy. At the start of the issue, Zuckuss has just finished his battle with Boba Fett, where 4LOM loses his head. Fett takes the bounty hunter's head to Tatooine to make his way into Jabba's palace, and apparently discards the head. Jawas find the head and then give it to Ramson, cool new character by the way, who then gives it to Dr. Kryberiz, who then puts the head on a mechanical spider. The new and improved 4LOM then travels back to Nar Shaddaa to kill Zuckuss. Older does weave a nice story about the connection between 4LOM and Zuckuss and gives 4LOM a new upgrade, which I guess is canon now, but the two separate at the end. So what did you think of Zuckuss and 4LOM issue number 1? Go to our Discord server. Just go to utini.com/discord and click on SW Comics. And don't forget to catch the Cosmic Force podcast every Wednesday night on YouTube and on the Utini Podcast Network. And welcome back to the Cantina of Comics. We're sipping on our Kamino Cabanas.
Or smoothie. Call it a smoothie.
There's my guy. I think it probably should have been blended up a little bit because apparently you're not supposed to have the ice chunks. So that's okay because I like chewing on ice. All right, for what it's worth, we're talking about a classic Kenner toy. This one, this monstrosity, it's kind of funny because it's one of the largest vehicles that they made for the Star Wars toy line for Empire Strikes Back. You know, we already talked about the Star Destroyer on one of our past episodes, so we're going to talk about the Rebels for this one. This maybe got, I don't know, a total of 30 seconds screen time in Empire Strikes Back, but it played a pivotal role in that you got to see a troop transport for the Rebels. And so this one came out in 1982. And here's how it kind of works. So you have your cockpit and your tail gunner. And for the cockpit, you just take this part off here.
Okay.
And you have your rebels up front and they're piloting it. And then for the tail gunner, you have back here. And you have the tail gunner, and pew 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 has two little guns. Now, if you want to get to the interior of the ship, this is where you push down on that and you turn it, and then
that comes off.
This whole thing comes off.
Wow.
Just like that. Like, oh look, there's rebels inside, even though Han Solo and Princess Leia went on the...
What is this?
That is TC-14.
Why is it, is it a cousin?
No, it's not TC-14. TC-14 was in episode 1. This is the white droid that was in with the Rebels, but I think it's a Rebel spy. And so, I don't know if you can see the stickers on this. There's a jail inside the troop transport, or in the Rebel transport, to prison the prisoners. And then we have General Rieekan here, and even though they made it out on the Millennium Falcon, here's Han and Leia here. But then you can take this part out.
Get out.
And then there's more of the interior of that. Now, it's kind of interesting how There we go.
All the stickers or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Cardboard.
Plastic.
Plastic.
This is kind of interesting though, because there's a section you put on stickers here and it makes it look like it's a jail cell. But then they make a little way to get out. Oh no!
Out.
The secret spy droid has escaped. Oh no! So, if you were to,
this guy looks green, like he's a little sick to his stomach.
I think it's the lighting. Either that, or sometimes people who sit in the back seat get a little
nauseous.
Nauseous.
Yeah. Or maybe it's his age.
Or what?
His age. Like
his age.
We've had this since '82, right? So this is almost 40 years old.
Now I'm a little green. Okay. Not old, I'm vintage. Now, if you were to find this in its box, now there were 2 boxes. The first one was yellow, had a yellow background on it.
Okay.
That came out first, and then they revamped it, and it came out with a blue background. So if you find the yellow one, you're probably looking at about $400 if it's still sealed in the box. You know, you had things that come in little plastic baggies and stuff, and so if they're all sealed, maybe about $500 for the yellow, $400 for the blue.
Oh, okay.
And then each individual thing, like, you know, here's your gunner's nest here, pops out, you know, detachable things. Each individual piece can be anywhere from about $15 to $30 to $45, depending on what you're looking at, because sometimes, you know, you play with them as a kid, you might lose the tail covering, so who knows?
So if it's not in the box, but it's still in pretty good shape.
If you were to find it like this is a complete without the box, about $150.
Oh, okay.
So not too bad. So that is for what it's worth.
All right.
So we thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment if there's a drink suggestion you would like to. Yes, right below there on the video. And then be sure to subscribe to Utini to get all the Utini videos that are made. So we want to thank you for watching, and we want to remind you to keep on reading and keep on drinking.
Drink.
Lots of this because it is good.